What's up guys, Jake the Turtle's back again with another Pokemon Go PvP video, and in today's video we're going to be doing some Rainbow Cup battles because I still have a tournament at the end of the month and I figure you guys could use some battle commentary on some Rainbow Cup battles. So in this matchup I'm going to be leading with Blastoise, he's going to be leading with Quagsire. So Blastoise is the Quagsire destroyer of the water types, guys. So I'm going to spam those water guns. He knows he's got to get out because he knows he's going to lose that matchup because he already used the shield. So I misclick here. Obviously you guys saw I had Charizard, so I'm going to bring in Venusaur. He literally asked me after. He's like, "Did you mean to click that?" I was like, "No, I didn't." So basically, I'm gonna go for a shield here that I have to use because I'm gonna die because he's obviously got a Sludge Bomb. So I'm gonna go for the Frenzy Plant for one shield and hope I grab one, and I do not. So I'm gonna go for a Frenzy Plant again, hoping I grab a shield so that Charizard might be able to come in with one shield and do some work. So we'll see what happens because I know he's gonna beat me to a Frenzy Plant, and he does. And I could shield here and then take his last shield, but I'm going to choose not to so I can build up some energy with Charizard. And he's got no shields. Oh, he already had no shields. What am I talking about? What am I talking about, guys? Oh, gosh. Okay, so Sludge Bomb's going to hurt. Probably should have shielded there, but I don't think it's going to matter because Lantern's going to melt me anyway. So Blastoise is going to come in, and I'm going to go for a Hydro Cannon here, I believe, just to do some spammy damage because Thunderbolt's going to destroy me. Thunderbolt would have destroyed either of those Pokemon. So I was in a really bad situation because I misclicked. I think if I don't misclick, I obviously win because I have the better lead in this situation. And he doesn't really have anything that can sort of kill my Blastoise. Or not my Blastoise, my Venusaur, other than his Ivysaur. So I think I would win this matchup if I do not misclick. So GG's Tanner. So let's hop into this next match against Easily Done 27. In this matchup, I'm going to be leading with Fortress, and he's going to be leading with Quagsire. So you guys know how the scenario goes. Quagsire is going to shield an Earthquake. I'm going to probably shield his Earthquake, and I'm going to go for mine. And I'm going to not shield the first one because I think it's going to be Stone Edge. He's probably going to bluff me. And he does use Stone Edge, so very good job by me. And then what I'm going to do is charge up a ton of energy and then go for an Earthquake when he's about half health, so I know he has to shield. And then he is going to shield, and then in this situation, I am going to choose the shield because I think I can get to a Heavy Slam. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap into Blastoise to do some damage with these water guns. And I know I can take a Stone Edge to the face, but as you can see, Earthquake hurts. So bad decision by me, sort of. Obviously, got myself switch locked, but as you can see, I have a ton of energy built up. So I'm going to be able to use an Ice Beam on his Grass type. It's going to come in, but it's going to be Lantern. So shouldn't have fired off that Ice Beam. Should have probably went for a Hydro Cannon because I might have been able to get to a second one. As you guys can see, I definitely would have been able to get to a second one if I'd used Hydro Cannon. So bad job there. But not really a problem because I can bring in Raichu, and Raichu is a god. I'm going to take this Thunderbolt to the face, and then I'm going to charge up a ton of energy. He's going to switch into Ivysaur. I'm going to go for a Wild Charge. And I know that my switch clock is almost up, so I know I can switch to the Lawnmower. The Lawnmower's got a ton of energy built up, and he's got an Earthquake, and he's got no shield. So this is a very good situation for me, guys. Lawnmower is going to use the Earthquake and kill him almost. So I'm going to choose not to shield here. I'm thinking that Raichu can finish this Ivysaur with fast moves before it can get to another Power Whip. And it does. And I'm at about 1 HP in a dream, but I got that shield, guys. So guess what? You're going to see what Raichu can do with 1 HP and a shield against 2 Pokemon. Boom, takes down Ivysaur. It's got Lantern in the back. Boom, Thunder Punch. Guess what? Got another one because I aggro farm. Thunder Punch. Raichu is the king of the Rainbow Cup. Aggro farmed. GG's Tanner. So guys, let's hop in another match against Tanner, and in this matchup I'm going to be leading with Charizard, he's going to be leading with Ivysaur. So very bad for him, but what he's going to do here is automatically switch out, I believe. No, he's going to farm up a little bit of energy with this Ivysaur, which isn't a bad plan, and then he's going to bring in Quagsire. And I'm going to try to switch, guys, but the game is broken, so I'm going to use a Blast Burn, which isn't necessarily bad because I'm going to do some damage, and I'm going to have less stored energy, but I did use a lot of Fire Spin there, so I'm going to have a decent amount. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to tank whatever he's throwing at me. It's going to be Stone Edge, and if it's Earthquake, it's going to hurt even more, but Quag's already dead, so I don't really need to worry about anything in the back unless he has 2 water types. But I'm going to use the Sludge Bomb, and I know that he doesn't have 2 water types because Ivysaur's in the back as well. And I'm going to spam and see if I can get to a Frenzy Plant here, and I am able to, guys. So that's the one disadvantage with Fire Spin. It takes a really long time to recover from, so you're able to get to some moves that you aren't supposed to. So he lost a move there, so I kind of waited a little bit before I started using my stuff. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to shield because Solar Beam is very scary, and I always get baited by it, but you have to shield it because that Solar Beam is going to demolish this Quag. So what I'm going to do is charge up a ton of energy, and get it ready for the Ivysaur in the back. And I know I can kill him with mud shots. So he's got one shield. So I'm going to use a Sludge Bomb here. And I'm trying to switch because I think he might have a charge move. And he almost gets it. So I'm going to go for obviously a Blast Burn here because it's going to kill. Dragon Claw will probably kill at that range as well. But I'm going to go for the guaranteed. And I think Sludge Bomb obviously kills him as well. And I would switch in. So GG's Tanner. So guys, let's hop into another matchup against Easily Done 27, and I'm going to be leading with Venusaur, and he's going to be leading with Slowbro. So a very bad situation for me, guys. You know how much this confusion hurts. So what I'm going to do in this matchup is go for Frenzy Plant and then swap out and switch lock myself. I know it's a bad thing, but I need to keep this Venusaur alive, but I also want to see if I can draw a shield from this Slowbro. So I know I've got Raichu to take care of the Slowbro as well. I know I'm always prepared for double water types. We kind of know each other's teams by now, so I know that he's going to run that. So I'm going to aggro farm here and go for a wild charge, hoping to get a no shield on this Ivysaur, and he's not going to shield, so then I'm going to go for a Thunder Punch, but he's going to get off his Power Whip, and I'm going to have to shield because I don't want to waste that energy. So what I'm going to do is go for 2 Thunder Punches here. I'm going to get Thunder Punch number 1, and he is going to choose to not shield, and then I'm going to get Thunder Punch number 2. And we're going to see what he does here, guys. I would shield if I was him, and he is going to not shield. So he's got a shield for the back, and I thought he had more energy, and if I would have more energy, maybe I shield, but he chose to let his Pokemon die, which is very smart. But I'm going to bring in Blastoise to do some super effective damage with these water guns, and I'm going to spam the crap out of these the water guns. So he's going to bring in his Slowbro, and I'm going to go for a water gun here because I know that Venusaur is very weak. So honestly, maybe you should have brought Venusaur in, and I'm going to choose not to shield this. So what I'm going to do is swap. After I know his energy is dumped, I'm going to bring in my Venusaur after I get a ton of energy charged up. And I wanted to swap, but I wanted to make sure I had an Ice Beam just in case. I don't know why, just so I know I have at least 1.5 Hydro Cannons. So I'm going to get him down as low as possible. And then I'm gonna get the charge move, obviously, but he's gonna have switch in, so he's going to get his charge move off, and it's gonna be Shot Shock, and it's gonna kill me. So GG's Tanner in that one. Well played. So once again, we're hopping to another match against Easily Done 27. You want to do a ton of matches because both of us have a tournament coming up next weekend, so we need to prepare ourselves for the best scenario, which is going to be us in the championship against each other. So I'm going to go for the overcharge here, then the Thunder Punch here, because I know he might shield the first one because it might be a wild charge, and he's not going to shield, so I'm going to go for another Thunder Punch to draw the shield bait here because I know he doesn't want to let his Ninetales die this early. So you're going to learn here that in a one-shield scenario, Ninetales will beat Raichu every single time because I am not able to get to the energy that he can get to with those Side Shocks. So I'm going to let my Raichu die, and then I'm going to bring in my Charizard against this Ninetales. So that's the fault of having not having a Water type on your team to counter those Fire types. You're going to have to go for a neutral matchup, and the Side Shock is going to destroy me. So not good, but I've got a ton of energy built up, and I'm going to go for a Blast Burn on whatever's coming in because it's going to do significant damage to basically anything unless you shield. So he's going to bring in Lantern, and I couldn't even get off a switch. I don't know what I was doing. I should have just spammed the Blast Burns because he only has one shield, and I probably could have taken a shield from him, honestly. So what I'm going to do here is farm, and then you're going to see that I'm in a bad situation in a little bit here because he uses Hydro Pump, so it's a very good job by him. Either way, the moves are going to hurt me, so I'm going to use that, but he's got Ivysaur in the back, and I've got no health, so it's a bad situation. I'm going to go for the Frenzy Plant bluff here, and he's going to shield, so I got what I wanted, but I'm basically already dead, and I know that he's going to get to a Frenzy Plant, or a Power Whip first, because, yes, I'm going to go for a Frenzy Plant here to see if I can double Frenzy Plant here to see if I can do a decent amount of damage, but it really wouldn't matter, guys. He took a GG there, and I definitely should have, we got some lag here, and I had a Sludge Bomb, but he would have won anyway, so GG's Tanner. So guys, we're going to hop into the final match of this video against Tanner, and I'm going to be leading with Venusaur, and he's going to be leading with Slowbro, and I'm going to learn from my mistakes, guys. Hopefully, I'm going to go for a bunch of Vine Whips, and then I'm going to go for a Frenzy Plant here. And then I'm going to switch into a Charizard, guys. So look at this play here, guys. We're going to see if it works out for me. I need something that can kill Slowbro. I usually run Fortress when I see Slowbro in someone's lineup or Raichu as a lead because most people usually lead Slowbro when they use it. And Tanner sometimes does it, but sometimes uses it in the back. I'm able to draw a shield from him with my Venusaur, but once again, we're in that situation where I am locked into Lantern, so I'm going to use a Blast Burn. It's going to do pretty decent damage, and then I'm going to bring in Venusaur to farm up on this Lantern, and I've got a shield, which is good, but I switch lock myself. So I'm going to go for a Sludge Bomb here, hoping I can get an unshielded Ivysaur, and then wait for the switch timer to come back up. And then I'm going to go for, I think I'm going to choose to shield here, and then go for a Sludge Bomb because I know he has no shields. And I'm going to overcharge a little bit so I can hopefully have a Frenzy Plant ready for his Lantern. And I switch in right before he's about to get his power up and sacrificial swap my Blastoise, but he gets to a Sludge Bomb. So I'm going to go for a Hydro Cannon here, but I cannot get to it. It was so close, guys. So the sacrificial swap worked perfectly. I'm going to have to go for a Frenzy Plant here because I'm going to die. So I go for the Frenzy Plant, and obviously with 1 HP. So I know I'm going to lose when one Water Gun comes out. So he literally comes in and kills me. So GG's Tanner in that game. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope these Rainbow Cup videos that I've made so far are helping you compose your teams and helping you in your tournaments. Always remember, guys, stay confident, stay composed, and you can win matches. Have confidence in your team and have confidence in yourself, and you can do anything. Thanks for watching, guys.